First things first, to start the machine, you fill out the water tank so that there is definitely water before you start it. The water tank is fairly large size. These two tubes you remove from inside. We have already filled the water in it anyway. So when you remove the water tank, see the size of the water tank is fairly large for even a small business that you can continuously use this for one day. It will make about 50 espressos. And once you fill the tank, slide it in. Back goes the descaler cartridge and the overflow tube, and replace the lid on it. When you turn the switch on for power, the pump will immediately start because it gets the feeling that there is no water in the boiler. So because the size of the boiler is large, 1.3 liters, it will really take a few minutes, at least 1 minute, to get the pump started. With there will be sound from the pump. Do not worry about it. If you would like to prevent the back pressure of vacuum from the boiler, you might as well leave the steam knob open so that as the water is filling, the vacuum will get out from the steam pipe. So once the pump stops, then the power light will come on. This is the amber light showing that yes, the boiler is full and the heating element has been turned on to heat the water. At that point, you can turn the knob close for the steam because you don't want any other steam or air to get out because it is in the process of heating. So when you turn the power switch on, in about 3 to 5 seconds, you will hear the sound of the pump starting to fill the boiler, because the boiler would be totally empty when you receive a new machine. And it will continue to buzz for filling the boiler because it is 1.3 liter capacity boiler. It will take about 30 to 40 seconds to fill the boiler. Once the boiler is full, this amber light will come on, which means that the heating element is turned on for heating the water in the boiler. And once the boiler water is heated up to the temperature, which will be about 195 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, the amber light will go off and the green light will come on. That means it's a green light for starting to use the machine for making espresso. The machine is heated up and it's ready for making espresso. So I will give you a demonstration of how I suggest and recommend to make espressos. One thing about how I'm going to operate here is I do not prefer tamping the coffee grounds in the portafilter. Now, this may create a controversy. I'm not here to disagree with any other points of views, but in my experience, I can make as good espresso without tamping the coffee, even though the portafilter is not pressurized with a pressurized filter basket, but because the coffee grounds are very fine and it does the pre-infusion with the temperature of water and the delay in extraction, you will see the quality of espresso without any tamping. And I have an article written and researched by the Specialty Coffee Association of America, SCAA. They did the research starting with about 5 pounds stamping pressure to about 200 pounds pressure, and they did not find any difference in the quality of espresso extracted. So here I'm using a 2-cup filter basket with a single spout because in order to calibrate the espresso, you should use a shot glass. That gives you the measurement of the maximum size of espresso. It will give you an instant view of how the extract is coming and filling the cup, and you can automatically stop once the shot glass is full and then allow that to wait until the oil goblets and the air from the freshly ground coffee, they will rise to the top and create about a 1/4 inch thick crema. Now, whether somebody agrees with it or not, I will demonstrate to you now, and just watch the process, please. I'm filling the cup and leveling the coffee without tamping. We are using our own blend. We have our Cafe Bella. This is a 100% blend of 3 different origins of coffee, and it is a medium roast. It is not dark, so the oils are not outside and shining on the beans. We recommend that generally because it is easier to preserve the quality of espresso. So I have just filled the coffee here and leveled it in the double filter basket. I will log it into the group. And I will start the pump to make the extract come out. The micro goblets of oil from the espresso beans and air that is from the roasting, they will collect on the top to create that appearance of crema. I am happy when I see about a 1/4 inch thick collection of crema on the top, leaving a dark espresso in the bottom. Here is the view from the top. This espresso is as good as any, and whether it is done with tamping, without tamping, with pre-infusion and others, we have a simple method of suggestion that this is how you can make espresso at home. My focus is on guiding customers who want to have a wonderful cup of classic espresso, and that's what I demonstrate here. In this segment, I am displaying the steaming and frothing of milk. This is a small machine, but the power of steam is tremendous, and I call this a steam dragon because the power of steam, like so, and I can grab the steam pipe because it's not heating, because it is insulated outer casing. It has 2 holes for creating double jet of steam, and it will make a faster steaming and better swirl of the jet swirl of milk. So here we go. I have taken 4 ounces of milk, and we'll start steaming it and see how generous the foam will be. I'm giving full blast from the start. Full blast of steam. It didn't take even a minute, and the temperature has gone up to 65. 165 Fahrenheit, and this is the generous quantity of foam. And at the end of this steaming, we just wipe the steam and flush a little steam to clean the milk that may have sucked up the pipe. It's a very fast steaming process because the jet of steam is very strong, and that's a plus for a small machine like this. Now, going to the water function, the hot water is also very generous, and it has a splatter prevention filter at the bottom here, so when you dispense it, it won't splash the water. And here the water is the hot water you can use for dispensing drinks like tea or hot chocolate, and there will be a temperature. I will show you the temperature of hot water coming out. It's almost 200 degree Fahrenheit temperature, which means it's about 204 Fahrenheit, the temperature inside the boiler. And that water coming out is showing you the dispensed hot water is. So apparently this is the same temperature that will be coming out from the brew head and extract espresso with the temperature at around 195 to 200 degree Fahrenheit, which is ideal. So in short, then, looking at these features, this is an ideal machine of a small size for a big job, meaning you can use it in the small businesses and also at home if you like. We do recommend this for home for customers who would like to have a hands-on experience at home. Thank you for watching.